I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer, great one. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
So I'm gonna show you two things. I'm gonna tell you a story about a third, maybe a fourth or a fifth, depending on how ranty I get. Let me show you here. Oral-B satin dental floss. I spend the extra money on the satin dental floss because it doesn't shred, and then remnants get stuck in your teeth. I think I pay an extra 75 cents a pack. This is higher end dental floss, but it's like $2.50 a pack or something. So we're not talking egregious things, but I spend the extra money on this to alleviate myself of the aggravation of low quality dental floss getting stuck in my teeth, and then I got to sit there pulling it out like a dog trying to get some out of his teeth. Now let me show you something. And I don't know if your camera's going to pick this up. You could see the dental floss at the point where it cuts, and there, that came into focus. Now, at the end, are you fucking joking me? Fuck off. And at the bottom, that's where it comes out, right? You can see it at the top, and it's supposed to come out at the end of my finger. What you don't see is that it is not threaded correctly in the hole it's supposed to come out. It is stuck in a line, and I can't, for the life of me, get it out of this crevasse, this line. So when I'm going somewhere with this, trust me, I floss in the shower, and then the water gets on my fingers, and I can't pull it out. And every time I try to get it out of this crevasse it is stuck in, it just inevitably pulls more and more out. So essentially, because I guarantee you, some incompetent fuckwit along the long and very populated supply chain, some MBA-laden fuck or some lazy worker didn't do the job right, or more like an MBA-laden fuck says, no, let's cut the process. We'll make it more efficient. No, we're going to lower quality and keep the same price. And you can even see it right now. This is very frustrating and tedious. It's minor, right? I don't have cancer. This is this morning. So another thing, this is the protein I use, Premier Protein. It has no carb. I don't want to hear your fucking autist, spurgy fucking actually comments. Shut the fuck up. If you're thinking about writing like, hey, that's like, I don't want to hear any gun nuts, right? Oh my God, you got that. Shut the fuck up, you fat pieces of shit who don't even go to the gym. I don't want to hear about anything about my choice. This is protein powder, right? It's protein. This is locked in a cage at the Walmart that I was driving past. So I need some protein powder. I was going to stop in and thinking I could get protein powder. Apparently not, because a bunch of assholes in the world steal the protein powder. And the managerial solution is to put it behind lock and key. This is not so much a corporate executive's fault or an MBA person's fault. This is the general decay and the enshittification of your average American citizen who's just becoming a thief. So now we have to put protein powder behind. So I had to go and wait. First, I had to find the guy. Say, do you got a key to that? Oh, yeah, I do. He shuffles over because he's fat, and he unlocks it, and I get my protein powder. Then, you don't see it because it's not a thing. I am almost 50 years old. And I want to be on top of things, right? There's a new standard of living I wish to attain, and that is where there is no guilt because there are no projects or chores that have to be done. And anytime a chore or project comes up, you stay ahead of the 8 ball, get it done immediately. I was like, oh, I need a shingle shot. 50 needs a shingle shot. Walgreens and CVS, oh yeah, we offer vaccines. It says it right there, vaccines. So I would like to get the vaccine. First time I went in Rapid City, the Walgreens says, oh, you have to be 50. I'm like 49 and 11/12. Well, we can't give it to you unless you're 50. Where, you're talking to an NPC. Again, this is where we have policies and not people. You all want policies. You don't want people. Which that is a corporate executive mandate. Some fuckwit at Walgreens Regional, perhaps. I found out later on from a friend of mine what's going on. Not the CEO of Walgreens, but a regional white-collar MBA fuckwit arbitrarily decided that these Walgreens, we don't give the shingles vaccine to someone who's 50. Think about this. Someone goes and takes the time to go get the vaccine, right? Oh my God, we got to get the vaccine for the boomer coof. Oh my God, we'll machine gun that shit out all day. So I says, hey, can I go, you're not 50. I can't do it. Which revisits, again, executive management, though in the government sector, will be a principal at a school. If you guys remember the kid, what was it? He chewed a Pop-Tart in the form of a gun, and the kid got suspended. That's because the principal, hang on, let me get this schmutz off my glasses, is not a human. The principal, he was an NPC, and he followed policy. There was no human being to say, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, here's your vaccine shot. Right? Well, why do we need you then? Just have bot pharmacist. Hello, bot pharmacist. Op. You are not 50. We cannot give you the vaccine. Op. And so then I come out here to the Southern Command. I go to the CVS. CVS says, vaccines here. There's a little kiosk you could sit in where they give you the vaccine. I don't know. You need privacy for the vaccine, I guess. No one wants to see you getting needles shoved in your arm or what. I don't know why they have, but they have it. I said, can I get a vaccine? Sure. What would you like? Shingle shot. Okay. And you already knew. And what was the excuse they gave me there? I needed a doctor's prescription. So I call up my sort of doctor. I say, can you give me a prescription? And she's like, what the fuck do you need a prescription for? Remember, this is also, if you go look up vaccines, not just due to the disease, but the Department of Health, state, federal, and local. Boy, they really want you to get your vaccines. Flu shots, this shot, that shot. Oh my God, come on down. Here it is. There's a nonprofit place. I remember, this is how long, this is how much time I've wasted getting the vaccine shots. I went to the county seat where they got, and say, oh yeah, the Department of Health. You go there. Oh, they're closed. They're open 1 day a week. And I could go on. I'm going to film it. I went and got gas at Terrible's. That's a gas station. It's actually called Terrible's. Look right now how this camera's going in and out of focus, right? Logitech. I go and get my gas and I put the card in the machine. It approves it. And once I start pumping gas, the loud Terrible's advertises for the Las Vegas Raiders. And like I said, it isn't death by a bazooka shot to the chest, but it is death by 1,000 mosquito bites. And whereas the healthcare CEO guy getting knocked off, it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's yet to be determined, but we kind of pretty much know that the reason he got knocked off is because his company, maybe not him, but he is the head of the company. His company probably denied Probably tried to fuck over someone. Probably played the insurance game just like American Family Insurance did with me. You do not get American Family Insurance. And instead of a little bit of dental floss pissing you off in the morning, me having to be treated like a 3-year-old child in order to buy protein powder, that probably bankrupted someone or cost someone their life. And that guy reached fuck it. Now, that's a very obvious example. We have a perfect example of CEOs where you really fuck over someone, or your company really fucks over someone. There's consequences. Sometimes there's extra legal consequences, which we don't endorse here by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just pointing out, well, that happened. But what executive, listen to me, corpos. Please listen to me. This shit, where it happens 10, 15, 20 times a day, because all of you and everything you make is chinced, corner cut, doesn't work right. I have a policy, not a human in front of me, and we're wasting our time. What you don't realize is that is going to drive people nuts. Probably more so than one big event, because at least that's understandable. It's one thing. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have noticed things have decayed in day-to-day functional interaction with the outside world, that they have cut corners and chinched on everything, that you can't get no momentum. You can't get your day going. Like, imagine how orgasmic it would be if everything worked the way it should for one fucking day, just one day. And to show you obedient little fucking sheep. Oh my God, oh my God, how spoiled are you? No, we had it. We had it. I remember those times of the 80s and the 90s and the aughts. You would go to a place, there'd be the waiter. Waiter have the shit together. You go to the gas station. Your ears were not violated by a small dick voice narrator running ads for the local game. Your credit card will go up. That's another problem I have with the gas. I have a business credit card. Apparently, I can't buy gas with it because you can't. I use the other card. And then I get assaulted. And if you're getting a mosquito bite, I mean, we could use a mosquito bite. Let's say you're getting a mosquito bite every 15 times, every hour that you're awake 16 times a day. Wouldn't that drive you mad? I mean, yeah, you're outside, it's a summer day, and you're near a swamp. Okay, you expect to get mosquito bites. But every day, you're trying to pray. And when you get a mosquito bite, it's not like that mosquito is preventing you from hopping on the motorcycle or getting a vaccine. But every human-created mosquito bite delays and deters and prolongs progress. Forget progress, just getting your day-to-day shit done. I get a kick out of, I found a really good non-alcoholic wine. It's actually champagne. Ooh. There's no alcohol in it, but I got to get some fucking lady to approve me to buy it at the self-checkout at the grocery store. I have, what is this going to be the 5th time now? I got to go get a shingle shot. Don't know which pharmacy. And just think of all the bits of machinery. Well, and even software. I went to find a picture of that assassin, right, on the internet. I went to the East India Times or the Economic Times of India, something like that. It's a pretty good sized picture. I'm like, okay, I'll use that picture. And I try to right click, and then an ad pops up. Close out of the ad, then the music pops up. And you know, it's the old Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. You guys are all so obsessed about figuring it out if you could. You never stop to ask if you should. I think you corpos and MBAs and CEOs are so blinded by not even profit. I wish you guys were blinded by a relentless pursuit of profit. Because if you actually we're smarter than a 105 average normie dick sucker. If you had like a 107 IQ, you'd realize, hey, you know what? There's more than the next quarter. And maybe brand loyalty and repeat business is what we should be going for to truly maximize our profits over time. You needle dick, low IQ, dumbass NBA fucks. Holy shit. You just don't go past the next quarter, do you? In your blind and unintelligent pursuit of short-term profits, you are pushing products out there that annoy, aggravate, antagonize, frustrate, and ultimately enrage people by their dysfunctionality, their non-functionality. I've had it happen where one small thing, I'll give you another example. I go to the motorcycle shop. I got to change the spark plugs on my motorcycle. I need 4 spark plugs. I need the magnetic device to grab the spark plugs. I need a socket. I don't have a socket that is deep enough to seat on the spark. Guy gives me a spark plug. Trying to put it on the spark. It doesn't work. I'm like, am I stupid? Nope. Somewhere up the supply chain, created a socket. Spark plug socket. Doesn't fit on the spark plugs I was given. Now I got to drive all the fucking way back. And I always think of it in terms of opportunity cost. This would have been fine with Cappy making his $6.90 an hour as a security guard many years ago. I got lots of requests to do. I got shit going on. I got opportunity costs. I don't know. I'm in the last third of my life. I'd like to enjoy it. I'd like to just sit and watch Gintama. I could have gotten 2 whole Gintama episodes in. And the time I wasted going back to getting a socket. I ended up going to the Home Depot and I grabbed a socket. I mean, really, there's another thing for you becoming homeowners. Oh my God. I'm going to save you guys a lot of time right now. I don't give a shit what it says on that box. You bring in the spark plug, open up the bag. Look at, is this what I want? Do you remember my story? How many? I mean, it's limitless the number of stories. Remember the story about the $31 bag of sand? That was Menards in Rapid City. A $31 bag of sand. I just needed sand to hold a tarp down, right? A bag of sand, $5. No, it rings up $31. I got to go and return it. Get my money refunded. Now I got to go find a cheap bag of sand. Make sure it's just regular old sand, not magic unicorn fart sand. All because some corpo decided we're going to jack $32 for a bag of sand. Oh, and it was mislabeled, right? It wasn't. The pricing was wrong. And I don't know. You executives can listen to me if you want. You don't have to. But, and let's admit, it's a very brazen thing. It's not going to be common that CEOs are bumped off. But for those of you who might be managers, look, you know what? You all make fun. There's a ton of videos where, stereotypical poor Southern culture black girl flips out and beats the shit out of the McDonald's worker, just starts tearing up shit. Whereas that's not acceptable and funny, haha. Look at the low class culture. Sometimes, dude, yeah, I think that's what needs to happen. Could she have been dumb? Could she have? Right, but you know what? I bet you there was some dumb fucking like she didn't get her chicken nuggets. Got a bad day. You're poor, probably the baby mama to a bunch of kids. Life is not going the way they told you it was on television. You're working some shit level job and somebody fucks up your chicken nuggets. It's one straw. It's not that one straw. It's all the other straws that built up upon it. All the other ones. This straw, fucking computer straw, and all that socket wrench straw. And then just one more straw. They didn't put the sauce I like in the chicken nuggets. Critical mass achieved. And now, oh, look out. now, and this is what I wish you corporate executives and MBA and white collar managers would figure it the fuck out. let's say it is that young Southern poor trailer trash single mom stereotype black woman down at McDonald's. She fucked up your counter, right? I'm going to imagine there has to be a police report filed on the fry machine got busted, or the teller device, the cashier register that got fucked up, right? You got to. Was that worth chincing on the, I don't know, the dipping sauce? I was dreaming in the shower today that I would walk into the CVS and there'd be, you know, some innocent little 30-year-old girl. And I'd ask, hey, can I get the and then when they gave me the runaround, I say, let me explain something. You're just going to get, you know, like kind of the equalizer, Denzel Washington, you know, just like, let me explain to you situation. You got a choice and I'm walking out of here either way. So it's up to you. You could give me the vaccine and that's fine. I go away and I give you money. Or you can tell me, no, I'm going to hop this counter. I'm not going to hurt a single one of you behind the counter. But I looked at like the, you know, you go to the pharmacy, there's all those farm, you know, they've done all the work. It's all organized. There's a system there. And I'm going to fuck up your entire organizational system there. I'm going to pull all the bottles out of the prescriptions. I'm going to throw them far the fuck away. And ain't no one going to be able to stop me until you get the guy up front because I already scoped out the area. And it's a bunch of you girls and that nerdy, weak soy boy over there. You're going to have to get the one guy who's big and strong enough to stop me. Good luck finding him, though. He might be on a cigarette break. But in the 5 minutes, you're not going to be able to stop me. I am going to make your day living hell. Trying to redo those orders, finding the bags, printing off the bags. Or you could just give me the vaccine. And I'd like to do that. Oh, God, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do, but then I go to jail and I have a record. Or at least some charges. And it's one of those things where you got to practice stoicism because I don't have to. That day is coming. The day's here. Look, you Democrats can't keep saying free shit, print off more money, though it was the Republicans that printed off a lot too under Trump. I'll grant you that. You can't have a bunch of immigrants come in, driving up demand for housing, making everything super expensive. You Democrats and you corpos, and especially you HR bitches, you vile, disgusting vermin, you can't saddle young people with a mandatory requirement of 17 years education, kindergarten through college, oftentimes 19 years with a master's degree, and then deliver. I'm getting way too kind with these people. Create fake job ads. Have people waste their time, fill out applications, and then you not give them interviews and not jobs because they're for jobs that don't exist. You can't. And then what? Require all these fucking safety features in electronic vehicles, in cars, making cars more expensive that people can no longer afford lodging or transportation or education. And then you're not going to give them a living wage job. Now, I'm not a Democrat, not a socialist, but for that tremendous amount of investment and youth spent, there's not a living wage job at the end of that. You can't lie to people like that, make it so hard to live in this country, and then not expect people to lose their fucking minds. I'm surprised it isn't a daily. I'm surprised I'm amazed the American people have kept their communal shit together. I'm surprised it's only the internet I see it where someone flips out at the checkout because probably the checkout place fucked up. And I don't, because I know it's not going to happen. And I there's a piece of me, it's like, hey, are you executive types? Are you business managers? Are you people along the entire supply chain of whether it's a piece of dental floss or McDonald's hamburgers or the marketing? Like the guy who's in charge of Terrible's marketing, his penis is this big. It's that big that I have to be assaulted with loud, obnoxious, low IQ advertisements. I would like to think You got to realize you're driving the American population literally insane, and that the consequences of constantly trying to advertise them, constantly trying to cut corners, constantly trying to fuck over your employees, or sorry, customers and employees, they're going to revolt. And in some extreme instances where it's a very important thing you fuck them over on, like healthcare, oh my God, your CEO's gone. Or it's your unfortunate frontline people at the checkout kiosk for Taco Bell. People are going to reach fire. I mean, I'm not kidding. I mean, you know, there's a debate. As long as I don't commit a felony, like what? Hear me out on this, right? Terrible's gas station. What if I just grabbed a hammer and I had it in my car, and anytime it was a little too loud, I just grabbed the hammer and bashed the fucking sound in, and then they'd find me. I'm like, yeah, I bashed it in. What's the penalty? Or maybe if I could monetize it where, you know, I'm filming it. Hey, Terribles, this is what happens when you assault my ears. Wham, wham, wham. Put it up on YouTube. Okay, so now I got to spend a couple days in jail. But, and I'm sure there's some fees. There's probably going to be like I don't know what it costs to fix that, say $1,000 to fix the repair. I wouldn't hit the touch screen. That seems expensive. The speaker, I could probably beat the shit out of the speaker and maybe it'd be $1,000 repair. So the money that I make, you know, I'm fortunate enough to have a YouTube channel. Like the money I'd make on that with that you know, so it really is just me throwing away my relatively non-existent criminal record. Like, is it worth a criminal record? A small one, a misdemeanor one. Like, what if I were to film me going in and going ape shit at the pharmacy, just tearing up shit, and all the girls trying to stop. You know, it'd be like a bunch of female cops trying to stop one guy that can't, and I'd just be like shoving them off, ripping, throwing things off. Oh my God, this guy's got the herp. Throw that out, open up the bottles. And just yelling, you could have given me the vaccine. You could have given me I just wanted a shingles vaccine. Give me a vaccine. I'd love to see more of it. I know a lot of people would end up in jail with criminal record. I'm not saying murder and death, not that, but just like pranks. Like, you know, yeah, what would happen? So it just took a hammer and just beat the shit out of it. And then, hey, sorry, man. Tell corporate I'm getting sick and tired of being yelled at. This dental floss, I don't know. Oral-B, how would I get back at Oral-B? I don't know. There'll be plenty of opportunities. You know, kind of a not so felonious version of Michael Douglas's Falling Down. You know what? Like small little acts of rebellion that where no one gets hurt. That'd be my main thing. Like, oh, for example, I know when he goes to the grocery store and he does the self-checkout line and it says, cannot find item. It's like, well, that's free. I'm like, yeah, I could see that. If you're not going to make this free, if you're not going to make it allowing for me to check out and it just doesn't come up, I guess it's free today. You're like, no, I'm not going to pay you. I remember I got Circuit City. I just like, no, I'm not going to pay. So like some company owes you money. Like, you know, like the Verizon store or the T-Mobile store. Like, yeah, I want to switch. I guess it's really hard to switch out of Verizon. And they don't, you know, you find out that you're still charged. Like, okay, you know what? I'm going to the Verizon store with some cutters. I'm going to cut all the display models. I'm going to take 3 of them. You're going to cancel my thing and then you get these 3 back. In the meantime, no, I'm going to keep them. Of course, I think those are all dummies now. I don't think those are real. But just kind of like hold product hostage. Like, no, I'll give it back to you. I'm not stealing it. They're just under my possession right now. And when you refund my money like you said you were going to, you'll get your shit back. Walk into a tire store, you know, like you get someone, discount tire. They try to do the $100 tire insurance, which is complete bullshit. Oh, $100 tire insurance? Here, refund that. And then like grab the display case. You know, there's a stand up of, I don't know, some race car guy, like, hey, buy our tires. You just say, wait, where are you going with that? I say, you're going to mail me an apology letter for trying to fuck me over for $100 bullshit insurance. And then I'll bring this back, but I'll leave you my address. You could send me an apology letter. All right. But I'm taking this. And if you fucking touch me, I'll fucking break your face. You know, there's got to be, if you touch me, it's assault and I'll break your fucking face. In modern day America, oh my God, I'm talking to guys too. Just make it costly. Oh, but I don't know if this is going to reach it will reach the ears. It's common sense. I keep saying it's going to be better for everyone in the long run, and you'll be more profitable if you have a good product at a fair price and no fuckery. But these MBAs, they're too stupid. Corporate executives are too dumb. I mean, they just got rid of the Stellantis guy, the Chrysler, Dodge, Fiat conglomerate. Their CEO resigned abruptly. You got rid of all your fun sports cars. Like, what the fuck? And then I guess there was other stuff going on there too. I guess they jacked up their prices like 50% in 4 years for the same, like way above inflation. Fuck you. I mean, that's how it should work. The market responds. You guys lose money. You go belly up. Your sales dry up. Oh, shit. Maybe the pussy who wanted electric vehicles and no fun, whose wife pegs him in the daytime, maybe he shouldn't head up a car division. But yeah, it's you can't have, your products can't mosquito bite people every hour of the day. And you think people are going to tolerate it. I mean, I wonder how much of the Minneapolis riots had really nothing to do with, well, probably, again, it was the spark that ignited the powder keg, Derek Chauvin, with the knee on the, what's his name? The guy who was on drugs, totally didn't die of a knee on the neck. Floyd. How much of that was just everyone was poor? Everyone did the Democrat thing and said, what? Don't work and blame other people for our problems? Okay, God, I'm sick and tired of being poor, but don't get a job or work harder. Just spit out more kids. You give me welfare money. Okay, but man, damn, this sucks being poor. What? It's not my fault? Okay. I don't know. Maybe there'd be more riots. Maybe people are just going to reach fuck it. Like, just find every opportunity. I think if we are here, here's a healthy solution. Company X fucks you over. There's got to be a way. If you sat down and took the time, how can I get this company back? And maybe there's not an obvious way. There's social media. Like, this is why I have no problem telling you not to buy American Family Insurance. This is where places like Louis Rossmann are very good. Like, that's the minimum I can do. Or like Sony. Don't get a Sony PlayStation, the 5 or the Pro. Because when you sign up, so you can access their store, they charge you $100 a month. They just charge you $100 a year for a subscription that you never agreed to, except you probably did on the side. I have no problems because, look, if I mention it, like, look, we got 1,100 people right now. People are very interested in this topic right here. I guarantee you, listen to me now. And Sony executives, which they're not listening because they're needle dick 102 MBA dude bro executives. No one should get a PlayStation 5. You shouldn't get a PlayStation account. You shouldn't get the PlayStation Pro. And you should just, in general, abandon PlayStation and go PC. Why? Because Sony stole, unbeknownst to me, I think it's 2 years now, $200 of my money. Okay, Sony, you want to play that game? I just cost you, let's say 100 people now I've convinced not to. That is, what is about $500, 200, 500. Is that 10,000? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's $100,000. I'm not joking, Sony. I just cost you $100,000. You fucked with the wrong guy. And that's fine. Keep fucking with, because you're not fucking over just rank and file people. You're fucking over people who more commonly, due to the democratization of the internet, have influence. And I'll do what I can. And, a lot of things, like, I don't know. I can't do anything about this. I could implore and asks executives and managers, not the blue collar folk. I feel sorry for you people. You're just the ones executing the protocols and the commands of the White House. I'm saying from your fucking second lieutenants all the way up to the 5-star generals, all the way up to the CEO. You motherfuckers better start managing. You better start allowing people to be humans. Stop fucking people over. Stop chinsing at every corner. And I'm going to say it again, a good product at a fair price. And if you don't want to, that's fine. But when, I don't know, there's a hammer in the drive-through ordering box because, I don't know, the ordering box doesn't work. There's no more speakers or television screens on your gas pumps because people just had enough, said, fuck it. We sent enough badly prepared meals. I remember I was getting some food. Usually Vegas has got a pretty good game because they rely on tourists and customer service out here, right? The wait staff is a step above, the United States on air. Boy, I hit 2 places like, am I back in Minnesota? Are we going to Wyoming here? I've been sitting here for 10 fucking minutes. Are you going to come up and say, hi, how you doing? Something to drink? I've walked out where people get this. I'm looking at, if you ever happen to be in the Black Hills, no, that's not a lot of people. Let me prevent some money going into the wrong hands. Never eat at the Loud American Roadhouse. If you're in Sturgis, you're a Sturgis goer, or you go and see the Black Hills and Mount Rushmore, in Sturgis, South Dakota, never go to the Loud American Roadhouse unless you like slimy steak. If you like slimy steak, then have I got the place for you. It's called the Loud American Roadhouse. You get as much slime with your steak as you'd like, and you'll pay a lot for it too. But yeah, it's just so for the rest of you out there, that's why I have linked below. I have a link to the Way of Monkey book. Right? You got to learn to control your anger. I went through anger management. And it's getting harder and I mean, there are already a lot of stupid people to begin with, but now it's fucking shit like this that cuts your fuse down shorter and shorter. You don't want to blow up, man. You don't want to punch someone. You don't want to go to jail. You certainly don't want to kill someone. I mean, you do. Let's be honest. A video game alone could be made about that. I know you do, but don't. Your life ain't worth it. But yeah, just and a book I'm coming out with is going to be more about how to inoculate yourself against them out there. But yeah, I get it. I get it. And I don't know if you corporate executives, Walgreens, CV, any other company, if you give a shit, maybe stop making your products so poorly that it pisses people off and they increasingly resort to violence. Just me. Just me. Then also link below, I have a link to my consulting website. If you are an executive and you would like to increase your quality and not piss off your customers so they come to your corporate headquarters with pitchforks and torches. God, would that be weird? Actually having to do some like real consulting for corporations again. How weird would that be? And then also link below is the menu, Life Without the Opposite Sex. That has nothing to do with it, the subtitle, but there are, go find good, happy things to do. Enjoy your life and inoculate yourself against the fucking normies. All right, let's go to the super chats. See, I got 19. Good Lord. Big Shell, 007, $2. Big mistake, Cappy. Shop powder online next time. No, I know. The only reason I went there is because it was on the way. I had to go get gas. I went and got a coffee. And this was on, I'm like, oh yeah. And I know they have this. This is the green label here. No carbs. I also, Walmart, in defense of Walmart has legit supplements and natural testosterone additives you can take. They're legit. It's just everything's locked behind the door. Christoph and on $2. Plant protein or bug protein. No other choices. Hank Aflamio. How have you been, Hank? $5. I saw the writing on the wall when Ultra Vegito came out. Is there a good place to hide from this social Ultra Vegito? What the hell is Ultra Vegito? Ultra Vegito? Huh? I'm not that nerdy, man. You're going to have to fill me in. Perfect fusion between Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. Oh, all right. I guess. Is there a good place to hide for the social disorder? Yeah, at home. Go hiking. That's what I do. And I really got to put into practice what I've already philosophically come up on the writing board, on the drawing board. I have to order things online more. I got to make sure I got to inoculate, make decisions consciously. Say, no, you're not going to do that because you're going to run into this. Like one thing I've done, I'll give you an example here, Hank. In Vegas, there's thousands, literally thousands, probably, probably 100,000 different restaurants and things out here of all types and kinds, and they're open 24/7. So you're spoiled for choice until you're out here for several years and you realize 95% of them aren't that great. They're going to come and go because everyone's dream is to open up a restaurant, and then they're gone within 2 to 3 years. And so now I don't even bother going to new restaurants. I go to my old standbys because I don't have time to keep driving around looking for different restaurants. Slowest driver from Nebraska, $5. How do you get oriented if you forget to print a page from MapQuest? Last time I stopped in the road, but people honked, so I took my hearing aids out. Eric Powell, $5. This is all part of the Great Reset. In 50, I wish it was. I wish it was on purpose, but human laziness just explains. Eric, I don't know what your career profession is, but if you've worked in corporate America, or more so went to business school, you realize these are true robots. These people are not capable of thinking like, well, if I'm the checkout person at Walgreens or CVS, and here's a guy, all right, yeah, you're going to be fine. All right, yeah, here it is. There you go. Because to deal with this bullshit, and you just say, all right, let them in. Come on. I'm not going to have you waste your time. That's what we needed. Like back in the day, all right, let's say you're driving drunk and you weren't fucking shit-faced, right? But you're a little loopy. Barney Fife and Andy Griff say, all right, we'll escort you home, but don't do it again, Otis. Now it's like, oh, you got to take the hike. Oh, my God. Oh! To jail with you. The Great Reset in 50 years, the U.S. is going to look a lot like East Germany. But some places it already is. I mean, imagine, at least in East Germany, you weren't allowed to shit in the streets, For all the Soviet communist empire, you weren't allowed to just start shitting in the streets, unlike San Francisco. So it's even going to be worse than East Germany. A Pringles can with veins, $5. The internet is the sunglasses from They Live with Rowdy Piper. People are seeing past the propaganda and they're not happy. It shouldn't have taken this long. You're right, Pringles, but it shouldn't have taken this long. Pringles can with veins. Imagine if They Live falling down and Demolition Man had a baby, and that baby had a student loan debt plus Lizzo-sized gals, 1 millionaires. You can only really retreat to your own home and your own abode. It really is that. I've always avoided rush hour. There's that. And I don't shop on the weekends. I avoid that. I do online shopping. I got my routine. I go to my hiking trails. You really got to go monk to a certain extent. You have to go, I wouldn't say full-blown hermit, but no, I'm not going. You start to realize people are going to be a liability and they're going to be costly and they're going to annoy you. And so I don't want to go just being this hermit, watching my Gintama and anime, playing video games, going to the gym and hiking. But damn, man, it is painful going out there. I was tempted again to try Dungeons and Dragons at the local comic book store, but I remember, last time I went, it's just a bunch of real legit autists and spurgs. I might stop in there again. I got my fucking dice and my character sheet. I should stop in again just to see. But then you're spending your time creating another character sheet. Okay, I got to find I know where they are. Got to drive over there. You get your hope up. Meep meep. $2. Saw video of child tearing up a Walmart. Adults defunct. Yeah, I think was it the little girl and the single mom's like imploring the 4-year-old child with reason. Wet Willie's wetter water. $5. The Tree of Liberty has had its fill of patriots. It's hungry for tyrants. Yeah. I don't know if it's even tyrants are almost conscious about it. The corporate executives, they're so dumb, they're lazy, and they're mindless. They do not care about the companies they run. They don't care about the reputation. They don't care about the longevity. I don't know what they care about, but it's not a good product at a fair price. Jimmy Rivera, $5. Let's deny coverage to terminally ill customers in a country where guns are commonly owned. Oh my God, why did this assassination happen? So, if you want to see it, something funny, CARE 11, because it's the Minnesota local news thing. KARE. Is that care? Because you're going to tell the kids about one of their, talky talk people. She's just a reminder, this person had a family and loved ones too. And she just got lit up in the comments. And what was it? One guy said, don't worry, I hear he's got great insurance. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe you people are saying that. Like, go back to the fucking suburbs, lady. Oh, I know. Everyone's shocked. I'm not joking. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more. I'm not endorsing it. I'm not saying people should. Absolutely not. I'm just surprised. Like, there's not more falling downs. Like, there's what there. And this doesn't seem to be a crazy falling down. Or like the Elliot Rogers, how long ago was that? 10 years, 11 years, 12 years ago, maybe? And that guy was mentally ill. Like, when's the last time you had someone go off the rocker like this? Naughty DJ Aftershock, $5, was down in the South for a bit, asked for 3 hot dogs and 2 burgers at the local drive-thru. Cashier gave me 5 hot dogs and no burgers instead. Incompetence. Right. And I could see it. Look, if everything was fine and wonderful, you'd be like, no, I'll switch 2 for 2 burgers. But if your wife was on your ass, or your boss was threatening to fire you, your times are tight and rent got jacked up, I could see you fucking losing it. Absolutely. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying the videos we see of the gals stereotype doing and fucking up shit is right. I understand it though. Jorge S., $5. On an unrelated note, Anthem is placing time limits on anesthesia coverage for surgical procedures. Gee, bad timing, Batman. How much does it cost? It's chemicals, man. Oh. Meep, $2 UK. People walk around the Capitol, some protest. Bud, new guy, $2. Have you been listening to The Monkey recently? No, I haven't. I haven't really listened to Turd Fling and Monkey. I've been listening to more nerd stuff. I think I'm going to go back because the nerd stuff is just becoming very repetitive. And it's not even necessarily the nerd people's fault. It's just, it's the video game and the content and the media industry. They keep making woke shit. Here's beloved IP. Okay, now it's got a trans girl in it and girl ball. And it starts over and over and over. Kaiser Flash, $5. Going back to the auto shop because they gave me the wrong serpentine belt on my online order. Waste of my time. Yep. And then ask yourselves, how much rich, I guarantee you, minimum, mark my words. If we were to do an analysis of how much time is wasted by Americans' mistakes, whether it's employee or corporate executives, you would double the amount of free time you have, allowing you to double standards of living. We could easily double GDP if we got rid of the fucking mistakes. If I'm not closing out windows all the time, do you know how many screens I have to go through to log into an Outlook account? I have to go through 4 screens after I put in my username and password. What the fuck? I'm switching to Microsoft alone Hey, Microsoft corporate. Who's the corporate executive? Who's the CEO of Microsoft? I don't know. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Switch to a subscription service for all Microsoft Windows operating systems. See what happens. Mark Magana, $5. Fighting with insurance who decided not to cover my colonoscopy because I'm 44. My dad had stage 3 colon cancer 49. I should have been covered. Yeah, sue them. Report them to the each state has their own healthcare or insurance regulatory body. Report them. The Alpha AK, $5. Samsung phone fails to scan. Cappy. Oh no, I guess it's free. Employee serve. That's just the minor or Cappy halfway out the door. Oh no, it's free. So that's just a minor. Yeah, no, I would. I would. Like, see, here's the thing. It's not like I walk out of the cell phone store with the cell phone and the cops are immediately called. The guy comes out and I'd have a conversation with him. Oh, you want me to buy this? But I tried to buy it. Didn't you see me like trying to do my card and everything? Like I had a best effort, but I guess not. How about this? I'm going to leave you my number. You let me know when your payment processing system works. I'll come back and pay for it. In the meantime, I'm taking off. And now that we're out of your property, if you touch me, you're going to the fucking hospital. And then, and if enough people started doing that, like I'm trying to buy the grapes. The grapes don't register. I guess I get free grapes. Wait a second. Okay, touch me or fix your fucking payment system. Secretary coming in here trying to do the right thing. You guys don't have your shit together. Go fuck yourself. Touch me, find out. Spambot father, 5 Canadian. Don't forget that corporate assholes that raise the price of EpiPens by 150 times. The corruption is rampant. Yeah. 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 I have solutions of the legal variety. It involves foreign trade. Reed Schwartz at $5. Cappy's just making excuses. He wants a criminal record to get the girls. Obviously, yes, correct. I wanted to get. I've been too well behaved. Too well behaved. Truth is, I never got caught. Let's just put that. I have committed crimes. I'm not proud of it. I mean, not like egregious ones, but crimes nonetheless. And I'm ashamed. And I just didn't get caught. Drew, $2. I noticed that the art school in San Francisco is bankrupt. Wait, what art school? Hey, oh, would that be another San Francisco art school? I don't know. It was a famous one. Permanent. Well, there's one San Francisco Art Institute. Saved with new ownership. This is a 4-month-old article. San Francisco Art Institute is saved with new ownership. Declaring bankruptcy, revealing debts exceeding 10 million. 41 students were actively enrolled. Beacon of Hope and Emerge School has been purchased and will reopen as a nonprofit art institute. Is that what you're talking about? And did they already go bankrupt from May 1st? California College of the Arts announces layoffs, merger, 20 million. Which one? There's several. It looks like several arts institutes are. Philadelphia University Arts. That's just too bad. That's just too bad. Slowest driver from Nebraska, $5. How do I get a boot off my RV? My wife Martha and I swapped with Chad and Karen yesterday in the park. Ended up getting a boot and noise complaint. Meep, $2. Tree of Liberty accepts middle management till tyrants show. Yeah, you might not like Trump or you might not like Kamala, but goddamn, they're not shoving micro dildos up my ass every hour of my life when I just want to buy a fucking sandwich. Zura Janai Katsura Da. Katsura. Well, that's a character from Gintama. Who's Zura Janai? Zura Janai? I'm maybe not that long into Katsura Da. It's one of the more hilarious when you hear this one. Joy Rebels desperately trying to tell him what happened. I'm not Zura. I'm Katsura. Yes, yes. Okay, yes. That's the English translation. I like Katsura. He's like so intelligent yet so stupid in some ways. I get a kick out of him. Sam Whiskey, most American name in America, $5. The Spirit Airlines CEO is in the bunker with a PPK. Well, why? Okay. Gas prices went up and what interest rates went up. I don't think, and they manage Spirit Airlines well. I don't think anyone really, well, okay, a lot of people hate Spirit Airlines because, oh, but you gotta know how to fly it, right? Can't bring luggage. That's how they get you. TJ with an AK, $2. Rainbow Six Patriots, a video game we deserved. Rainbow Six Patriots. Let me add that. I got to bring a pen here. Oh, here is a pen. Rainbow Six Patriots. Okay, there we go. Slowest driver from Nebraska, $5. My grandson Tanner talked about working from home. I told him get FaceTime with the boss so he could get promoted and pay his mom's student loan. Sam Whiskey, $5. It's ironic the American Family Insurance treats Cappy like a stepson. Yeah, I don't know if it's ironic. It's a family. Yeah, no, there's no family in American Family. Please listen to me. Help me punish their evil and unethical behavior of trying not to pay out a legitimate insurance claim on my house. Don't shop with them. If you have them, I'm not kidding you. You have insurance only after lots of tooth pulling. And if you need it like an emergency insurance, don't get American Family. What is it? The 3 shell casings on that assassin was deny, defend, and depose. Or dispose or whatever it was. Yeah, if you don't have time for that. Again, I don't know which insurance company doesn't fuck you over, but American Family did. And so, no, I am going to fuck you back, American Family. I have cost you a lot more than you cost me. Let's calculate. Let's say I've convinced 100 people, 2,000 per year in insurance, 100. That's 200,000 per year. Yeah. And lifetime, let's say your average lifetime person, 1.4 million. I'm just assuming your average lifetime of American Family Insurance person is like 7 years, right? With home insurance and all that. I cost you 1.4 million, American Family. How about you stop fucking over people so they don't share the word about how bad you fucking are, and then you don't lose out on 1.4 million. I'm not even that big of a channel. Not even that big. I very conservatively estimate I cost you 1.4 million. Do you know how many people I prevented from going and getting work? I did do the math on this. I've cost well over $1 billion of young people not majoring in the liberal arts. No one particular school, but I've cost liberal arts departments and social science departments over $1 billion. Do you know how proud I am of that? I love to figure out how many people I prevented from going to the Carlson School. You guys want to keep on doing shit products? Keep shipping out. You never know who you're going to try to fuck over, who will tell the world about your shit. All right, that's it. The Way of Monkey book, link below. And the menu, Life Without the Opposite Sex. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.